morning. It is 6:30, yay, and it's the end of my stay here in California, so we're gonna pack up and head out. This morning's route is gonna take us through the dreaded rush hour of LA, God help me, and we're gonna head north to take a bit of a detour through San Francisco. So I want to see it before I go. If I see it, I mean drive through it, because I'm probably not going to stop. And we're going to end our journey for today in Grants Pass, Oregon. So let's go.
Either luckily or unluckily for you, depending on your point of view, I decided not to record the rush hour traffic in LA and instead decided I would stop in San Francisco, since I'm probably not going to get back there again anytime soon. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the footage of beautiful San Francisco, California. As I rolled into San Francisco, I was really struck by how beautiful it is. The rolling green hills, the countryside that stretches on for miles, is not what I expected it to be like. Of course, I know every city has its outskirts, and Vancouver is no exception, but I really wasn't prepared for just how gorgeous this countryside is. It's like something out of a storybook. As you're driving through, you can't help but just be overwhelmed by how beautiful and how lush the landscape is. And the best part about this whole thing is, as I approached the city, it just stayed like this. It was gorgeous and beautiful, and it was something that I would love to do again one day. I would highly recommend, if you get the chance to ride down to San Francisco, you should do it, because it is one of the most picturesque rides I've had in a long time. And that includes when I was back up on the Oregon coast. Eventually, those hills gave way to what I expected San Francisco would look like. I have to say, it's one thing to see this in movies or TV or video games, but when you actually get there and you're actually riding through San Francisco, down those massive hills and past that awesome architecture, it's almost surreal. It really is a beautiful city. It's almost as beautiful as Vancouver. It has this real charm to it that I don't think the video does justice. If you get a chance, you really should come down here and visit the city. It's absolutely amazing, and I'd really love to come back one day. As you travel through the city, eventually you get down toward the harbor area, and that's where I decided I would make my stop for the day. I wanted to come down, sit here, have a look at Alcatraz, have some eating, because I've been on the road for quite a while at this point. So I'll just let you enjoy some of the scenery. Oh my God.
Well, here we are. Finally made it to San Francisco. It's just after 5 o'clock. So we're going to stop for the night and have a little bit to eat. And I'll take in a tour of some of the cities here. And of course, we'll go for a walk down Fisherman's Wharf and just see what there is to see. So let's go. Over there in the distance, we have the infamous Alcatraz. Regrettably, I don't have time to head over there today. I would have loved to have seen it, but time being precious and what it is, we'll just have to settle for this. I gotta say, it's pretty damn beautiful in this city.
Of course, no trip to San Francisco will be complete unless you take a drive down Lombard Street. I've seen this in many movies. I've seen it in Grand Theft Auto, all sorts of video games. I decided if I was here, I'm gonna drive down this road. And it's pretty cool, but it's not like it seems in the games. It's obviously, they take some liberty there to make it more exciting. It is beautiful, but it's slow because everyone who's driving down here is terrified and they don't want to hit the tourists or go out of control and roll their cars down the hill. So it is an exercise in patience, that's for sure. I will say this much though, as you're going down, you get some beautiful views of the city. I had to enjoy them while I had them because as I was starting to head towards the Golden Gate, I saw some clouds rolling in, some wind. So yeah, these sunny times wouldn't last as long as I had hoped it would. Not too far from where I was in Lombard Street is the Mission San Francisco Cease, I think it's pronounced. Absolutely gorgeous. You see it here on the left. You don't see old chapels like this in Vancouver, so it's kind of cool to see something so old still standing, still as beautiful as the day it was constructed. It's absolutely amazing. Fun times. It was funny, as I was waiting at the light, this gentleman on the trolley to the right noticed I was riding a Triumph, and apparently he likes Triumphs as well. He was talking about his bike. I think he said it was a Daytona, but he was very interested in the fact that I was riding my bike on tour through here, and we had a nice little chat while we were waiting for the light to turn. I think he was probably a little envious at what I got to do and explore, and he wished he was on a bike as well. I don't blame him. It's a fun way to see the city. And as I mentioned before, when I was coming over towards the bridge, I saw some cloud and fog. And it's not to be unexpected. It is San Francisco. I get it. I thought it might ruin the trip over the bridge, but I decided I was going to go anyways. I mean, how many chances am I going to get to do this? So I just dipped up and over we go. And you can't really see much of the bridge structure when you start here, but once you get a little bit closer up, you can actually see the structure of the bridge, and it's pretty cool. And I decided I was going to pull over and wait for a little bit to see if maybe the wind would blow some of this cloud away. I'm glad that I did. You'll see why in a second. You can't see too much of the bridge itself, but you do get some nice views at this observation point.
Okay, so I survived the crossing of the Golden Gate Bridge without being blown off into the San Francisco Bay. And yeah, that over there, that is where I came from. You can see the clouds pushing by at about 20 or 30 miles an hour. And more up here, clouds everywhere. And then you come around and whoa, look at that, it's gorgeous again. It's like, almost like home. So, yeah. So, this concludes our tour of San Francisco. I'm going to be putting the camera away probably for most of the rest of the day, but if I get some good footage on the way up to Grants Pass, then we'll put that in there as well. Cool.